Yes, corazón.
It's something about that. It's something about that. Look. It's something about me making all this motherfucking paper. It's something about these lame ass bitches that I hate.
Yeetity. Welcome to Mama Shay's World. I know I've been MIA with our Word of Wisdom Wednesday. But as I take a break, y'all, I think I overwhelmed myself. Oh, wait, did I say welcome to Mama Shay's World? Welcome to Mama Shay. I can't remember. Why am I short-term? Am I having short-term memory? Did I say it? Listen, y'all, this is also, outside of this being, I just put my hands on my face. Word of Wisdom Wednesday. This is actually also Raw Wednesday. Nothing on my skin. Y'all, let me tell you a question. That allergic reaction I had freaked me out, especially on my face. It's 3 places I don't want an allergic reaction. My face, and when that was on my face and I was looking like a yeet to D, I said, whoa, yeet to D. But the worst today, y'all, is push yourself. I don't know who need to hear this. I don't know who needs to hear this. But push yourself. Okay? Oftentimes we tend to have many different types of obligations, and things come up. Life be lifing. You understand? Life be lifing. You understand what I'm saying? And so when life be lifing, different things pop up, and it messes up our schedule. Right. I keep saying, what is that? And why do that cup keep falling over? You can tell that ain't no, what you call them. I heard it earlier. I thought about it. I was like, what the heck I put in my, what the helly? Skylar said to me, what the hecky? What? That's too close. Too close. So when life be lifing, right? We have to tell ourselves, no excuses allowed. And I know everybody has different seasons. Our seasons are always at different times. That's what makes this world so fascinating and interesting, when people, places, and things are different, right? Sometimes people have no etiquette when driving. So this person is trying to pull out. This person just pulled in, but they just blocked this person just sitting there just to let somebody out. No consideration at all. You understand what I'm trying to say? Eat the D. Anywho, when life get to lifing and we have things on our agenda or on our plate, we have to sometimes remind ourselves to push through, right? Don't let nothing stand in the way. Nothing and nobody stand in the way until you get to that goal. Until you get to that goal marker. We have to stop. And I use this topic today because we had a YouTube boot camp. It ain't early, y'all, so I don't know what's going on with Mama Shay. A YouTube boot camp conversation last night of making excuses. And so what I did is I went through the screen, and it's only a couple of us in this group, like 7 of us in this group, right? And I gave everybody homework. So if it's 7 of us, that's mean it's 6 people. Out of the 6 people, I gave everybody homework last time we met, right? 5 of the 6 did not complete the homework and had excuses. So I wrote down excuses, and then I used those excuses back on them of why I couldn't or wouldn't be able to log in last night. Even though I knew I was going to log in, I just wanted to use these excuses. I wanted to use their shit back on them, right? And so when I did that, I told them to rethink that. Think about the excuses that I just gave y'all of why I wasn't going to be able to meet y'all. And y'all done paid y'all hard-earned money. I need some lotion. Don't say nothing. And they all came to the conclusion that ain't those aren't good excuses. I'm sure you still could have. Though you still can. Those aren't good excuses. I said, aha. So I used y'all shit back on y'all, right? I used it back on y'all. And y'all see what it is. And see how it feels. So sometimes when you're doing your self, when you're under construction and you're doing your self-improvement, when you're doing all of that, stop using excuses and push through. I've worked with some phenomenal, like, students in my line of work. I've worked with some phenomenal people that when I watch them, and some of these people have real life disabilities, real deal disabilities, right? And they push through. And I put in my head, I said, you know what, self said, there's nobody out here, I don't care what level, be hard on yourself. Be extremely hard on yourself. We had a conversation on Twitch the other night. Ladies, for those of you that are hard on these men in your relationships or these things, these or family members or anybody, y'all hard on others, be just as hard as you are on those other people. Don't be hypocritical. Don't be contradictory with the things that you do. Because some of y'all ain't did the other homework of stop expecting things from people, right? So if you're expecting something from somebody else, go twice as hard on expecting it from yourself. Keep it real. Because I tell people all the time, no matter what the relationship is, kids, sister, brother, I ain't got none of them because I'm an only child. I have to be harder on me than I am on them. That means I'm going to expect more from myself than I will from anybody else. Right? So in doing that, since we can't follow the blueprint of stop doing expectations, and it may be hard because change don't come overnight. Change don't come overnight. What's that saying? I can't get it right. What's that saying when they say anything that comes good, anything that comes fast ain't good, and anything that's good won't come fast? Did I just tear that all up? I don't know why I be asking y'all questions. Y'all don't never answer me back. Eat the D. Let the church say amen. Right? So when we stop expecting things from people, we also need to stop. No, when we continue to expect things from people, right? I was finna get twisted. When we continue to expect things from people, expect those same things from yourself and go even harder when expecting it from yourself. Sometimes you gotta have a self-reflection moment. Go stand in that damn mirror. Let me ask you a question. I cut my cable off, right? And I joined the app world. Because I don't know, not many people still had cable. They was doing, I ain't paying for cable. I get these apps and this and that and this and that. And it is cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to see what it was about. And I think I really like doing the apps better because, there I go, and put lotion on my hand and touch my face. Because when you're watching a series of something, right? You don't have to wait till the next week until the new one comes and being eager and all of that. You can just watch, you can binge watch them back to back to back to back. So I come across this new show and I looked at it today and I said, dang, this came out. I love this. Why did I not know that this was on? I was too occupied with other things. And even though it seems like now that I have less time to indulge in something like TV, it's easier to binge watch it. Watch 2 episodes at a time or 3 at a time and then come back to it. But I looked and I said, oh, this came out in 2014. Yeet the D. Oh, okay. That had absolutely nothing to do with our topic of pushing ourselves and expecting more of ourselves. Expect more of ourselves than we expect from others. Okay? So it is what it is. So on today, this Wednesday, this is what I expect from all of you. I've been getting a lot of DMs. I've been slacking because I've been busy. Trying something different business ventures, just different things going on, right? And I looked and I said, you know what? I must finish what I started. People keep asking me about my Word of Wisdom Wednesday, my Motivational Mondays, my round tables. And I ignore the question because especially when I don't have an answer. Especially when I don't have an answer. Now, when it comes to others, I can't push myself. When it comes to others, I'm trying my hardest not to have expectations. You understand what I'm saying? My hardest. But what I will do is continue to push myself. And I want you to do the same thing. Stop having so many damn excuses. And this may come across as, everything I say, y'all know I say it extremely humble. Right? I remain humble in everything that I speak. But how in the fuck do you expect to reach the next level if you continue to make excuses for you and having more expectations of others than you do of you? That just don't sit well with me. That just don't sound right. Just like my YT family that's in this boot camp right now, they was just, when I wrote down, and they had no idea what I was doing. They had no idea what I was doing when I was writing down their excuses of why they didn't complete that task, right? And so I let the conversation flow. And then towards the end, I always say, pull out your calendars. Let's see what works for us to meet up again, right? Depending on how many sessions they signed up for. And you start hearing, well, they all came up with a date, right? I just be quiet and let them talk, and they all came up with a date. I said, oh, I can't do that date cause, and I used the first person's excuse. You should have seen their face. You should have seen their face. And then it was like, well, let's go with such and such. And then you heard, yeah, that worked for me. Oh, yeah, that's good because I ain't got nothing to do that day. Yeah. And then I went to the list and I did excuse number 2. And I love these groups because it's just like a bigger audience, a smaller audience with Twitch and or any other social media platform that I'm on, and I communicate with people in smaller groups because it seems like I have one of every personality. So I got one of every one of my personalities, right? No matter what y'all say, I don't care. We all have several different personalities. No, that's not a disorder. No, that's not a downfall. No, that's not a bad thing. We all have certain personalities, and it's okay to have several different personalities, but still remains to be that one person. You understand what I'm trying to say? Anyhow, so we got this one hood female, and she was like, damn, Mama Shay, every day we come up with, you got an excuse. I said, oh, boom, that's the word I was looking for. Because all of y'all made excuses of why y'all didn't get y'all homework done. Let me let the church say amen. So what I want to tell y'all today, stop making excuses. for why you can't get to the next level, whether it's mentally, physically, or financially. Push through no matter what. And stop. Keep it real with yourself. And stop expecting more out of others than you're willing to put in. Okay? Now let me go on and get in here. I got 1 hour before I have to. Well, actually like 45 minutes before I have to be right back. So I'm gonna do one errand. I was gonna get my nails done today, but I can't. I'm glad my face clearing up. It feels weird, but it's clearing up. Okay, y'all. I love y'all. I'll call you right back. Excuse me. Back.